Hello relatives, welcome to this week's Schlagbite for the week September 12th, 2011, entitled Gesunheit lives in Belen. Every year on the annual Gesunheit Boladoha clown trip to Iquitos, Peru, I spend a couple days doing some psychiatric consultation at a medical clinic run by Amazon Promise, an amazing non-profit organization that gets medical volunteers, doctors, nurses, dentists, lab tech to treat the indigenous people of the Amazon. They helicopter into the deepest jungle where they are still greeted by warriors with blowguns. They run clinics in the inner city of Belen, the poorest area of the city of Iquitos. So this year's clinic was conducted in a single-story elementary school building that is elevated on concrete pillars about 20 feet high. It's the only building in this tiny community called San Francisco that will not wash away during the annual floods. They set up in the large central corridor a registration table, there was a waiting area, there were examining tables, a pharmacy, laboratory, a dentist set up at one end, and I was at the other end. The clinic took place while the school was in session, and while there were clowns painting murals on the walls. So here we are in the middle of this symphony, and Patch Adams, maybe the world's most recognized humanitarian clown, is teaching the kids in the waiting area how to do the bunny hop. The noise level was intense, the privacy non-existent. Patients were referred to me by the screening clinicians who thought that people might benefit from a visit. They write my name down on a piece of paper on the intake sheet that's marked for referrals to the shaman, which brought a smile to my face. I sit in a tiny circle, talking to them through my incomparable translator, Rosa. We've been together for a couple of years. She has the remarkable, heartfelt talent to translate my words into a story that means something to her people. And as I tell you, there was no privacy. The kids were moving past us whenever the bell signaled classroom changes. The noise level was so loud that I had to sit almost face to face. But people didn't have any difficulty getting into their stories, and with as much intensity as if they were in my private office. The first time I came here to Belen, I was so overwhelmed by the insoluble problems that invariably accompany poverty and powerlessness that I wondered what service I provided at all. But it turned out that the simple act of spending 20 to 30 minutes listening to people was therapeutic. And the brief directive treatment that I provided gave Rosa tools for when I wasn't there. I saw the now expectable array of the battered, abused, and desperate, a woman in her late 30s who was raped and impregnated as a 12-year-old who relives the trauma every time she has sex with her husband. I told her she needed to speak to women who had been similarly traumatized and who had found a way to move beyond their suffering. So Rosa made an appointment for her to meet with a group at a shelter for sexually abused women. I saw a mother and her 10-year-old son. The boy left soon after the introductions to mingle with the crowd, and the mother told me the boy was inattentive, hyperactive, and always getting into trouble. I wrote out some strategies for her for limit setting and how to reward his good behaviors. Lots of depressed mothers whose greatest fear was not being able to feed their children every night, and whom I commended on their resilience and their ability to persevere. My last patient was Lupe, an 80-year-old woman who, when I asked her what her problem was, laughed and said she didn't have a problem. The nurse asked her if she wanted to talk to somebody about how she was feeling, and Lupe said, "Sure, I always like to talk to people," and she proceeded to tell me that she came from humble means, but that she was very happy with what she had. She'd been married to a good man for many years, raised 4 children, had 12 grandchildren, and most of them lived close by. She said, "We live together, we cry together, we celebrate and laugh together. Life is good to me." I had tears in my eyes when I hugged her goodbye, and I thanked her for reminding me what it meant to be healthy. Stay connected in loving, supportive communities that inspire the spirit. I say Gesunheit. Good health lives in Belen. Have a wonderful week. For those of you who are in Phoenix, come and see me in a masked performance with my brother Zarko Guerrero. Take a look at the website. And there is a workshop coming up at the beginning of December here in Phoenix that the Turtle Island Project will co-sponsor, entitled Stop Your Shit Shoveling, How to Create New Endings to Old Stories. Have a wonderful week. We are connected. I wish you blessings on the journey. I say this for all my relations. Mitakwiyasi.